Major John Madden in Parque Acamal in Acamal, Mexico. Magical place, and a magical thing happened this morning. I met my new martial arts teacher right over there. He did a small class for 5 students, and he does it every Sunday, and I'm in. I've been looking for a martial arts teacher for a long time, and I'm planted here in Acamal now, and was feeling badly because my one attempt to find a Taekwondo school wasn't a good fit, and I thought, oh, gee, do I have to go without that? No, I don't. I don't. I've got my teacher. So it's got me telling stories about other martial arts experiences in my life, and I can't separate them from dance experiences because I've been probably more passionately committed to free form improvisational dance over the course of a long life. And my first spiritual teacher, Sri Chinmoy, said it was all about us pushing our physical limits, doing things we thought we couldn't do, running marathons, etc. And I've been saying for a long time that if the goal of the spiritual path is to shake up your notion of who you are and find out that you're something bigger than you ever knew, do something physically that you thought you couldn't do. And maybe I'll tell a story or two about that. But this is a dance experience. I was in Cincinnati, Ohio. It was my early 40s. I had left very hip Chicago, wonderful support network, very exciting job at AT&T for very buttoned-down conservative Cincinnati and with a conservative company, the power company. So I was suffering. But in Cincinnati, and this probably happens lots of places like that, the alternative, interesting, creative people found each other. And I hung out with dancers and performance artists, and one professional dancer, Gloria Essenwein, was a modern dancer and a dance instructor. The others were not. I think they were probably all better than me, but it didn't occur to any of us to compare or compete because that's not what it was about. It was collaboration. And we liked outdoor venues a lot, but we would go into indoor venues. One day we walked into a nightclub, and as we walked in, I could see this one guy saying to another person, watch this. This is not going to be like anything you've seen in club. They don't do club dancing because we were pushing the limits of doing creative, interesting things. So we were at a benefit dance in an art museum, and I was doing what later I learned to call contact improv dancing where you have physically interact with the other person. With Gloria, she spun me. I went up in the air and did an Aikido move because I had practiced Aikido a long time before, where you spin around 360 degrees and then plant yourself so perfectly that 30 years later, I remember that moment. It was transformative. Like, how did that happen? How did you pull that off? It was a perfect moment. And 5 years on the road, 5 years ago, I had a big spiritual experience, and I've learned to say, all I want is good moments. There's other things I want. I want to get famous, and I want my teaching to reach a lot of people. But really, what it boils down to is I want moments that are perfect, because that's the only place life can happen. It's in the present moment. And that was it. That was one of the 50 best. I think one of the 10 best in my life right there.